She rarely speaks to the press. And when she does, every word counts. Nam Ji-hyun, known for her grace, her calm presence and her private nature, has just broken her silence. And the one name she didn't avoid? Chang Wook. This wasn't planned. It wasn't scripted. But it was heartfelt. And it left fans stunned. Let's go back for a moment. To when it all started. When Suspicious Partner aired, something shifted in K-drama history. Their chemistry was undeniable. Not just acting. Something deeper seemed to ripple beneath the surface. Fans noticed. Directors noticed. Even the cast and crew couldn't stop talking about them. But then, silence. No follow-up projects. No joint interviews. No sightings. Just rumors. Some said the agency disapproved. Others whispered about a quiet fallout. But through it all, both remained tight-lipped. Until now. In a recent interview, meant to promote her upcoming drama, Nam Ji-hyun was asked a simple question. If you could work with any co-star again, who would it be? She paused. A long, thoughtful pause. And then, with the softest smile, she answered. Someone I've worked with before. Someone who understood me without needing words. The interviewer pressed gently. Are you referring to Chang Wook? Nam Ji-hyun didn't deflect. She didn't change the topic. She simply said, there are some on-screen partnerships that leave an impact. And some that never really end, even when the cameras stop rolling. Just like that. The internet exploded. Within hours, the clip went viral. Hashtags trended. Old scenes from Suspicious Partner resurfaced. And fans started wondering. Was this her way of reaching out? Of reigniting something? Unfinished? It's not just what she said. It's how she said it. There was no regret in her voice. Only reflection. And maybe, something close to hope. What's even more telling? Just days later, Chang Wook posted a photo. Not of her, not of them. But of a white magnolia. The same flower that appeared in Suspicious Partner's most emotional scene. Coincidence? Or something more? Some say it's his silent response. His way of acknowledging her words. Of saying, I heard you. Others believe this is just nostalgia. That they've both moved on. But the timing, the tone, the symbolism, it's hard to ignore. And then came the next twist. A source close to Nam Ji-hyun revealed that she had turned down multiple romance dramas in the past few years. Why? She was waiting for the right story, the insider shared. Something authentic. Something that resonated. Is it possible? She was hoping for one more chapter with him? Here's what we do know. Nam Ji-hyun has never been one for drama, off-screen. But when she chooses to speak, there's usually a reason. Her silence for years wasn't indifference. It was restraint. And now that she's opened the door, even just a little, fans can't help but hope for more. In the comment sections, it's clear. We waited years for this moment. If she's speaking now, maybe he will too. Give us one more drama. One more chance. And what about their agencies? Historically, both have played it safe. Careful to keep personal and professional lives separate. But even agencies can't control public sentiment. Not when millions are rooting for a reunion. Whether it's real-life reconciliation or on-screen magic. Something has shifted. Because when Nam Ji-hyun finally spoke, she didn't just stir up memories. She stirred up possibility. Maybe it was just a thoughtful answer. Maybe it was a breadcrumb. But either way, one thing is clear. This story isn't over. Not yet. And as the world watches, every word, every post, every glance, we're reminded of something simple. Some connections never fade. They only wait for the right moment to return. And maybe, just maybe, that moment is now. And when the clip dropped, fans had to do a double take. Nam Ji-hyun, calm, composed. But her words? They held weight. They carried emotion. She didn't name names. But she didn't need to. Everyone knew who she was talking about. She was asked about regrets. about people she missed. And Nam Ji-hyun paused. Then softly she said, "There are some people who leave, but never really go away." Her eyes flickered downward. Her voice dipped lower. "There's one person who taught me more about myself than anyone else ever did. And for that, I'll always be grateful." Fans flooded the comment section. "She's talking about Chang Wook. Did she just admit it, after all these years? It's never too late." And just like that, speculation turned into something deeper. Because it wasn't just what she said. It was how she said it. The quiet fondness. The trace of something unfinished. Insiders say the agency wasn't thrilled. Nam Ji-hyun has always been private. Low drama. Low noise. But this statement changed everything. Behind the scenes, the stir reached Chang Wook too. An unnamed staff member revealed. He saw the clip. He watched it alone. And he didn't say much. But he smiled. Those close to him say he hasn't stopped watching it. And as days passed, rumors began to swell. They weren't just whispers now. They were waves. A brand collaboration suddenly pulled the two names together. Coincidence? Maybe. But then came the event invite. Both listed as special guests. Both confirmed to attend. And fans? They're counting down. Because after all this time, the silence, the mystery, the what-ifs, Nam Ji-hyun finally spoke. And Chang Wook? He's listening. In a world where words are measured, and silence speaks louder than anything. One interview cracked open a door many thought was long closed. But maybe it was never shut. Maybe it was just waiting. Waiting for the right time. The right words. The right heartbeats. Because some stories don't end. They pause. They breathe. And if you listen closely, they begin again. Would you like the next story script in this series? Ask ChatGPT. Tools. And just when everyone thought she might pivot the conversation elsewhere, Nam Ji-hyun leaned forward. Her voice, calm yet unwavering, filled the room with a stillness that caught even the interviewer's breath. "He wasn't just a co-star," she began. "He was someone I trusted more than I expected." For fans who had followed them since Suspicious Partner, that was no ordinary statement. It was layered. It was real. And for a moment, it felt like she was peeling back years of silence. She didn't stop there. She smiled. That soft, slightly nostalgic smile we've all come to associate with her. And then she added something that sent the internet into a frenzy. "We don't talk much now," she admitted. "But when I see him in interviews or dramas, I still root for him. Deep down I always will."